Hello everyone, this is going to be our review for this box over here, which is the GP01FB. That stands for Full Burn-In. Now, quick disclaimer here, most of my Gundam knowledge is actually just from playing games of it. I encountered this one from Encounters in Space. I also played Charles Counterattack, Federation vs. Xeon, all that. Anyway, all I really know is this was piloted by Kuraki, and it's also called Zifrontes. That's about it. Moving on, let's open this box. As per standard Robodamashi packaging, it's in clamshell style packaging, and there are a lot of parts to go over, and we will review each one of them. Alright, so we're going to have to look at the figure itself. As you can see, it is made entirely out of plastic. The plastic itself has a nice matte finish. It's a bit different for the gray joints and other parts. Looks very good value for money. Now, I want you to notice how each part here is a different color. So if it's a different color, it is a different part, with exception of maybe, let's get a focus here. There's some stickers on the headlamp, you'll see it on the eyes, and I think also the grid lines all along the mask. That's about it for the stickers. The GP01FB is not that detailed in terms of panel lining, but remember that this is the A.N.I.M.E version, so it's trying to be accurate to that. So there's also these details on the arm, they added those. Now if you go to the back, or to the bottom that is, you're gonna see all of the thrusters. It's all the full burn-in goodness. You're gonna see the larger thrusters, the small thrusters on the feet. Open these panels, you get the thrusters more on the legs. Then you have the backpack, which is also thrusters. I'm gonna show you how these move later. Alright, for starters, we're gonna look at the articulation of the head, so it can bob like this. Now, it can also rotate all the way around. Let me see if I can do it. Very carefully, the fins are scary. I have stubby fingers. Okay, alright, we got it. Full Exorcist rotation. Now, it can also bend all the way down here. Look at the back, there's going to be an extension of that neck, so it doesn't look awkward. So that is the articulation of the head. Now for the arm. First of all, I want to point out this shoulder pad is a completely separate part. It can come off, and we'll see more about that later. See that arm raise? See that armor just following as you raise the arm. You can actually just change it yourself. So that's the extent of the arm raise. Now we can also twist the arm, I think, all the way through. Let's go. Just carefully. So there you go. No problem with the twist there. The bend goes this far for the elbow. Now we can rotate the arm all the way around, except that the backpack does get in the way. You're gonna have to remove it if you want to be able to rotate it fully. Now for the hands. And we'll note that these hands are interchangeable, and I'll point them out later. I'm gonna attach other hands later. Now we're gonna look at the thruster pack or backpack. I'm not sure what it's called. There is a limited range of movement for the thrusters themselves, as you can see here. The major parts, I'm not sure what to call these. You guys can call them the wings. They can move all the way around. Alright, they can be set this way, so it looks more like they're all pointing in one direction. Now you can actually turn this entire backpack like this. Just watch those beam saber hilts that can all face one direction. And I think this is more meant to, so that you can actually just remove the backpack. I just moved the arm that way so you can actually see how the arm can move after you remove the backpack. So again, just full range of motion over there, just so long as the backpack doesn't get in the way. And there you go, the shoulder pad comes off easily. But I don't think it's to the point that it's a problem. You can just slap it back on. Stays on pretty okay. That's the other arm. And if you want to put the backpack back on, there's a tab over here. Just match it to the back. Pretty easy. Again, watch the beam saber hilts. They can pop off if you are reckless or even damage it. I actually dropped one here. I'm gonna have to look for it. Hold on. Okay, now we're gonna look at the legs. So first thing we're gonna do is look how far it can kick, which is around this far. That's decent. There's the knee bend, and there's gonna be a double knee bend. It's quite well hidden. I'm gonna show it a few times. See that shin armor and the knee guard? Oh, they separate. And okay, let me put it back. Alright, now it's straightened out. I want to show when it actually exposes, right? So bend once, then twice. Oh, it's so good. I kind of wish that this was also true for the arms. It looks really nice. You can make that pose. Alright, so there's also the... How far can it reach back? Not very far, but I doubt you're gonna try to pose it like this. So I guess it's reasonable. The skirt armor is getting in the way. This is the toe. And that's for the armor over there, above the toe. So the heel and the toe are actually separate parts. Also the thruster, as I pointed out a while ago, on the hind leg, it can move a bit. And you can also open and close the panel. Now for the spread, let's see how far it goes. Alright, that's pretty okay. Now to check the balance, let's see if this thing can stand by itself. Alright, let's have a look. Let's also have a look at the scale. One square on this mat is about 1 square centimeter. To give you a good idea of size. And by itself, it stands pretty alright. Now we're going to review the parts as well as what we can pose it with. By the way, this box does come with spare parts like the antennae and the V-fin because they understand our pain. It's actually a bit hard to put on, so my fingers are way too big for these. So what I actually had to do to be able to install this was use a pair of pliers. Please, if you have something better, use that. I don't. Alright, for accessories, here we have this beam rifle. It has a movable handle as well as a scope. Let's just have a look at that. There you go for dual handling. There's the shield. It unfolds like this, has a peg over here so that it really stays on the arm. Then we have these saber hilts. We can put it. Oh, okay, don't lose that. Oh, okay, and beam effects. We're gonna show more of those later. Okay, clearly these are not just beam effects. These are also thruster effects. There's that spark in the corner as well. I'll show you what that does later. And finally, you get to catch these hands, which come with this stick to store it on. Pretty nifty. Also, there's this stand adapter. I'm not sure which kind of stand this is for, but there are 2 of them. Here's the other one. And in case you wanted more thrusters on this Gundam, there are these parts that you could swap out for the chest and the shoulders. And this is what it looks like with them on. I do believe it's a little overkill. See them on the shoulders. I'm not Koaraki though. I don't know how much thruster power he needs. I'm gonna prefer it without him. Alright, now that we're done looking through everything, let's go ahead and have some fun. Let's pose this thing. Okay, quick reminder. Always attach the hand first to the weapon before attaching the rest to the body. This will save your joints any problems in the future. So here are the boost effect parts. There are actually 4 segments in all. There's going to be the tail, there's going to be the initial burst, splash thing effect. Be careful with these. These have pegs that look like they can break easily. That's the tiny adapter. Do not lose that. It's transparent. It's so easy to lose. At the time of this recording, my stands are still being delivered, so all the poses you're going to see is going to be Zafrantes or GP01FB just being able to stand on its own. So that's actually pretty good considering how far that beam goes and how those joints are not giving out. And I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of these. If you like what you see, you can just follow this YouTube channel. You can also check out our other content on RaymonRufas.com. If you want our updates, you'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Alright, that's gonna be it. See you guys next time.